All right. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to day 10 of our 10K in 30 days challenge. And this is the teacher edition. So today we're going to talk about a critical skill that you must have when you are consulting or providing services. And that is simply overcoming objections. So if this is a problem for you, go get your pencil and paper because you're going to want to take notes on this one. I told y'all to begin with to have a notebook so that you can put everything in the notebook and flip back to it so that you can know how to make 10K in 30 days. And it's going to get better each day, but I got to get you some information that you need so that you can overcome some of these objections. So you got to understand and address clients' concerns when they effectively, and that can be the difference between a missed opportunity and a successful sale. So many times you were right there about to make a sale, they said something and you just gave up. I want you to stop giving up. No doesn't always mean no. Some of us have children that have taught us that. You told your child no, and they kept coming back. They kept coming back. Baby, I can tell you, I got one downstairs. My son, Zach, no does not mean no. And we've been taught that no means no. So I want you to understand that you got to be able to overcome these objections and address those clients' concerns. And that will create the opportunity for you to close a successful sale. So this is what I want you to think about. Have you ever wondered why people say no, even when they seem interested in what you have to offer? So you've been talking to that person, they're with you, they're going along, and then you get to the point where it's time to make the sale and they say, no, not right now. Well, what if you could turn that no into a yes? How would that change your business? Come on, let's think about that. So that's why I want to do this session today. And I want you to write this down because we're going to tackle the common objections that you might face when you're selling your services. And I'm going to provide you with some strategies to overcome them. And I want to help you to better understand how to navigate these objections. I know this is really going to be really, really useful for you. So the first thing I want you to understand is that there are typically just 5 areas that everybody will use as the objection. And these are the things that you need to overcome. So these are the 5 objections you will likely encounter no matter what you're selling. It does not matter what you're selling. The first one that is going to be time. The first one, they're going to say, I don't have the time right now. I'm already booked. I'm already overwhelmed. I already have too many things on my plate. I don't know how I will fit this in. I don't have the time. So that's the first one. Write this down. Number 2 is going to be money. I don't have the money. It's too expensive. It's not in my bank account. I don't know where I would get that amount of money from. That's way too much. That's out of my price range. You know the words that they say, fill it in. You know what they say when it comes to money. So number 2 is money. Y'all heard these objections before? Here's my favorite one. Here is my favorite one. I need to discuss it with my husband. I need to talk to my partner first. Well, we don't make decisions alone. I hear this objection all the time, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give y'all the strategy for this as well. So then the 4th one is need. I don't know if I need this right now. I'm not sure if this is what I need at this time. I don't know. I need to think about it some more because I don't know if I'm ready for this. And then the 5th one is trust. I'm not really sure this will work for me. It sounds good, but I'm not sure if that's really what I'm looking for. I don't know. I want to check out these other 2 people who I've been talking to, and I want to see what they offer too. That's just an issue of trust, people. So with the time objection, when people talk about time as the objection, when someone says they don't have time, it's often not about actual minutes or hours. It's really about priority. You with me? So I want you to reinforce the value and potential time savings your service offers. So ask, what would it mean to you to solve this problem sooner rather than later? You might ask them, how long have you been working on this? So you've been trying to figure this out for 3 years. Do you have another 3 years to continue trying to figure it out? And then think about the time that you've lost. The time that you were trying to figure that out, you could have been living in the dream. It's one of the biggest regrets that I have. We bought a house that was a fixer-upper, and we spent 6 years fixing the house up. Well, we were busy getting kitchens remodeled, getting attics done, getting basements done, getting sunrooms done, getting grass done, getting all these things done. So we were busy working. We were not living in it. If we had just taken the time and bought a house that was ready to go and paid a little more, we would have lived in our dream home for 6 years, as opposed to fixed up a home for 6 years and just now beginning to live in it. And now that we're beginning to live in it, it's time to go. So we really fixed it up for someone else. So that time objection would have really helped us if our realtor had said, how much time do you plan to, how long do you plan to live here? And how long is it going to take you to fix this house up? You could be living in your dream home as opposed to fixing it up. So you got to be able to overcome those time objections. The next one is the money objection. For financial concerns, I want you to focus on the return on investment. Break down the cost versus the benefits. And also offering a payment plan can also help to make the decision easier. So instead of focusing on the cost, think about the benefits. Think about the freedom, the dream life, the ability to just pick up and go. When I think about people who offer services like graphic design, when I think about people who offer like systems and automation, it's going to give them time freedom. It's going to give them the ability to respond to everyone in a way that represents their business. It's going to give them the ability to come and go as they please because they have an automation that's working for them, as opposed to them running back and forth to a computer trying to send an email every time somebody signs up for their services. So I just want you to think about that money objection and think about the benefits of your services versus the cost. A lot of y'all don't know the benefits of your services. Honey, you got ChatGPT. Just go ask ChatGPT, what are the benefits of my services? And it'll tell you, because a lot of us have not thought through what are the true benefits that our services offer. All we think about is what the cost is and what it is that they're getting. And we think about the components. I'm not asking you to think about that. I'm asking you to think about the benefits, not the features. Okay. So the third thing is that spouse or partner objection. So you can encourage them to involve their spouse in a conversation or a meeting. And this absolutely shows respect for the decision-making process and can help to address any doubt that they may have about your integrity in this. But I will often share with the ladies that I work with, at the end of the day, did God give your husband that dream? Like in reality, God did not give your husband that dream. So why are you asking permission from your husband to live out the dream that God gave to you? See, a lot of us don't want to take ownership of our lives. We want somebody else to take ownership of our lives, to be responsible, so that if it doesn't go right, we can say, well, he told me not to do it, or I didn't do it to prevent failure because my husband or my spouse told me not to do it. So you got to understand what your spouse or partner objection will be. For me, most of the time it's financial. They need to check with their spouse about making a financial decision, which I totally agree. I'm not in disagreement with it. But when they go, they're willing to allow their spouse to talk them out of it when they know that they need to do this for them, because God didn't give their spouse the dream. God gave them the dream. And so then sometimes I will help to walk them through. Does your spouse trust you? Have you been making frivolous decisions and spending lots of money that did not pan out? And sometimes the women will say yes. They'll say, this is my 8th business. Well, your spouse has a reason not to trust you. So what are you willing to put on the table to help him or her understand that this time I'm coming about this a little differently? So you got to be able to help them to overcome those objections. And I'm always willing to get on the call with the husband or the spouse to explain the program to them. I've done that a few times as well. The next one, this is number 4, I think, the need objection. Clarify the benefits and ask them to consider simply the long-term impact of taking action now versus later. And you got to create some urgency or highlight what they stand to lose that can help to shift their perspective. And so, like for a lot of us, folks, we're not 20 anymore. We're not 25. Most of us are 40, 50, 60 years old. We have lived over half of our lives. How much longer are we going to put this off? And considering every day when we open our eyes, we don't know if we're going to get another day. Do you really have the time to keep putting this off? And so it's really thinking about, I don't need this right now, or, I'm not sure if now is the right time. What is a better time? When you're dead? What is a better time? When your health is failing? What is a better time? When your knees have gone out? What is the better time? After you get the hip replacement? So you really have to think about that need, objection, and clarify the benefits, and ask them to consider the long-term impact of taking action now versus later. And then again, create that urgency or highlight what they stand to lose so that they can shift their perspective, because all they're thinking about is how it's not going to work. You got to get them thinking about the beauty of when it works. Okay, so then the last one is that trust objection. You got to build your credibility, honeys, through testimonials, through case studies, through offering a satisfaction guarantee, through offering a no risk option. So you got to build the trust, transparency about what they can expect, and the support they will receive will also alleviate this concern. You got to let them know exactly what it is they can expect and what type of support they're going to receive. That's going to take away a lot of that trust issue. I tell my folks who are joining my mastermind, hey, I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to get, but you're going to get way more than that. I tell you that we're going to meet every 2 weeks and, basically 2 times a month, but we're going to meet way more than that. We're going to be in a Facebook group. I'm going to be coming in doing lives. We're going to be able to communicate. I'm going to be sharing resources. So those are things that don't go on my landing page. So when you're transparent about what they can expect, this is exactly what you're getting. You're getting these templates, you're getting these modules, you're getting these meeting dates, you're getting this one-to-one, you're getting this face-to-face with me. And then that alleviates their concern about, will they be able to be successful in the program? So I want you to think of each objection as a lock on the door. Think about a door that has 5 locks on the door. Your job isn't to break down the door. You're not supposed to break the door down, but you got to find the right key for each lock. You got 5 keys. You got the keys. All you have to do is put the key in the right lock, whether it's adjusting the shape of the key by altering your offer, or simply helping them to find the keyhole with a clearer explanation. Your approach has to be both patient and persistent. Again, back to the follow-up. So they have objections. You still want to follow up. You want to send them emails. You want to remind them, send them a text message to say, hey, hope you're thinking about the offer. We look forward to having you in the program, blase, blase. So I want you to reflect on the objections you've encountered. As a matter of fact, put your objections in the comments. Tell us, what are the objections you've encountered in your sales conversations? And then which of these strategies would have helped you to overcome those objections? And how would the conversation have been different if you had known there are basically these 5 objections? So I want you to try this approach in your next pitch and share your experience with us and any new objections that you might face in the comments, because we can learn from each other and improve together. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Make sure that you are liking and commenting and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that we have an upcoming virtual event, how to sell your services to schools, colleges, and community-based organizations. The link should be on my page, and I'll also include it in the description here. It is a easy $47. Look here, all I said was, y'all buy me lunch, and I'm gonna give you the keys to how to sell your services to schools, colleges, and community-based organizations. All I'm asking for is for you to buy me lunch. Now, y'all know I like to eat at Capitol Grill, and y'all know I only eat chicken and I like a little drink to go with it. So that's why my price is $47. Buy my chicken meal and a drink, $47, girl. I'm gonna take care of the tip, okay? So click the link to get signed up for how to sell your services. It's going to be the best 2 hours that you can have because I'm going to lay the game out for you. It's on August 31st at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It will come with a customized workbook that's going to walk you through as well and make sure you have the notes for everything. And I'm also going to give you a free class, a free video on how to price your services. So go ahead and get signed up. Let other people know about it. You do not have to be an educator to sign up for this. Whoever has services to sell to schools, colleges, and community-based organizations, I'm your girl. I can help you out. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the session on August 31st, but I'm looking even more forward to you making 10K in these 30 days. All right, y'all. Dr. D signing out. I'll talk to you all tomorrow on day 11.